guys, welcome to Frank's Tech Help. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spy Clock DVR as seen on eBay. These range in price anywhere from $35 on auction up to $50 or $55 if you buy it now. So there's good news and bad news about this product right off the bat that I will tell you. So you want the good news first or the bad news first? Okay, the bad news it is. Both of the units that I received had some type of a defect, and that's not good for such a pricey item. Okay, the first one, the battery would not hold a charge, so I had to send it back. Alright, and that's this one right here, this kit that I'm showing you right now. The second one that I had, the remote quit working within about 10 or 20 minutes. I put a new battery in, no response from the unit. So if the remote control stops working for this unit will never work again. Take that into consideration. Okay, so typically, you know, I ended up with 2 of these because I bought one now and then I did an auction and got it cheaper, basically. So, but both of the units that I received I had to send back. Okay, so be prepared. Although the second time, it's 2 different companies too. The second time they sent it out, they tested it, they made sure that it worked, everything was functioning, and they're great now. Okay, so just be prepared for some potential trouble if you're gonna try to buy one of these. You might get lucky and get a good unit right off the bat, but you know, like I said, the first one I got wouldn't hold a charge, and the second one I got, the remote was broken or defective or whatever. Alright, so let's get into this product. There's 2 different packaging types. There's one that comes with kind of the retail box and the packaging inside, and it's nicely packed into, you know, all the wrapping and everything. The other one came like this. So, you know, came kind of packaged, bulk packaging, I guess you can call that. The odd part is that it doesn't matter about the packaging, they both had an issue. So the first thing, the LCD, actually, the readout, or LED readout, whatever, if you go at an angle, and this includes the viewing of the time, it's not very strong, you know. I mean, you can't really see any defined time unless you press the actual power button. So in daytime, if you're at the right angle, there's no problem viewing it, you know, but I don't know if you guys can see it very clearly. There we go. And another feature of this clock is talking time.
7:55 p.m.
It has various different music chimes for the alarms, stuff like that, but that's not why you guys came. What you guys came for is this little compartment right here on the side. So you put a micro SD card in here, and you have a USB port, and then you have an on and off switch. Very simple. Simply switch the item on there, close the side of it like that, power button, you see that the power kicks on. So you have your motion activated and still photography on the left hand side. So basic function, let's go for motion. Now actually I have a camera set up, the second one set up over onto the side, so I'll give you guys an example of the video from that unit. Okay, so here I am off to the side, if you guys can see me. What's up? Okay, so just to give you an idea of the quality, we'll kind of zoom in over here, and I'm not sure like what kind of space area that you can see back here. The more light you have, the better the quality is going to be, obviously. You know, in the darker light, it's going to kind of get grainy on you and kind of fade out on you a little bit there. But cover the functions here real quick. Switch the unit on, so you have your power. So when you go to hit your record, if you just want to do a straight video, hit it once. Oh, and you have to wait a moment for the system to kind of boot up. It takes about 5 or 6 seconds. So now it's actually recording at that moment. Hit that button again, and it goes back into standby mode. Now the only problem that I see here as far as the motion activation goes, let's go into motion active. So click it, it's going to flash once. Now that light's going to stay on until something sets it off, which I just did, and then it's going to flash 3 times, and now it's recording. So it's kind of a dead giveaway, you know, it's not, you know, as hot as it's advertised. Obviously, you can put a little piece of tape down here if you want to try to cover it a little bit, but it's still going to show through this plastic because it's real thin. Like, it's not, it feels really nice, heavy weight and everything, but the problem is that the paint on the outside, you know, you can see that light very clearly. Even if my finger is in place, you can see that through the plastic there very clearly. Let me turn this light out for a second. So, see what I'm saying? You know, so that's kind of a dead giveaway there, especially if it starts doing this number when you walk past it. So, anyway. Alright, turn this light back on. So, give you a little test footage. I'll see if I can put some daytime footage on here as well for this. But it comes with the driver disc, and there's a file on here that you load up on the computer, and when you're plugged in through the USB, you can set the time on this unit, and it basically creates a file, kind of like the tag.txt or time.txt file, and sets the time and the date for the timestamp on the video. So yes, it does have timestamp, and as far as I know, you can't remove it. So, which is okay, I guess, for that type of an item. So, my main warning about this, I guess, hopefully you get a good one if you order one of these, but that be prepared to send it back. What I've found both times, two different companies, during communication, when I found out I had a bad unit, the first company, I asked them, if I send you a tracking number that it's back on its way to you, you know, to be returned, will you go ahead and send another one? And they said yes, both times, two different companies. So if you get a bad one, offer to send them a tracking number. You'll have to do a customs form to send this back if you do. I think it's a CN22 or something like that. But you use on the customs form, there will be a tracking number. Don't purchase anything extra, just go with the cheapest shipping that you can get, and that customs form will automatically give you a tracking number, and you can send that back to the company typically, and they'll go ahead and send out the new unit. And that's what I've done in both cases here. So now I have two successfully working units, so I'm pretty happy. I think this has an 800 and 850 milliamp hour battery in it, so it's supposed to have, I think, 10 days of standby time, and it can record continuously for up to 12 hours, and it records in 3-minute segments, and it takes about 4 hours to charge. So currently I think it also gets about 40 minutes of video per gig, which is pretty standard, and resolution 640 by 480, so cover all the basics and stuff there. So then turn the switch off. Now to hook it up to the USB cable, you want to plug in the USB cable into your computer, and then you want to switch the unit on. Okay, when you switch the unit on, the red light will be lit, and then you'll need to hit the power button on your remote control. Okay, once you hit the power button and the blue light kicks on, it'll be connected to your computer. So very key point there. If you want, you know, typically for me, I pop the SD card out, put it in an adapter, and slap it in the computer, no big deal. But if you want to go that direction, now when you plug this unit in, the red light will come on, and that's in charging mode. In order to go to USB, to actually make this link up to your computer to use the webcam functions, all that stuff, you have to hit the power button on the remote control. So, hope that's pretty much clear for you guys. Alright, so there's my basic review on that, and hope this helps you guys out. Try to get it as cheap as you can, and be prepared to send it back for another unit. Hopefully they'll do some quality control on this and get it under control. So anyway, hope this video helped you out. If it did, please post a comment. If not, poke my home, and thanks for watching Frank's Tech Help.